All right, but so you say you rap about like what you live, you have personal stories and all that in like your music. So like, what are one things you'd say to young rappers who would? I mean, we sort of went over this a little bit, but directly to them, young rappers would say, you know what? I need a story like his to be popping. I need something, even that's not me, but I need to rap about this to be popular.
Excuse me, sorry. To be honest with you, you don't want a story like mine to be popping.
Mm.
All right, like my story's real. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail when I was 14 for murder, right? Nothing to glorify, but you don't want to sit in a cell for 4 years. I got 7 years.
Mm.
You don't want to be sitting in a cell at the age of 14 to 18, come out of jail, be out only 6 months, get arrested again, police kicking in your door. This was 2006, kicking in my door, finding shit, accusing me of crimes, finding guns. Now, I never got convicted of it, but they say they found a gun in my house. I had no knowledge about that. I beat the case, you know what I'm saying? Got out, doing good. 2007, out for 4 years. Out 2011, get arrested for another gun, allegedly. No idea about that. So I get convicted of that. That case is in appeal, so I should be beating that, hopefully. But you don't want to be having to spend over 10, 11 years in prison, losing friends to gun violence. You know what I'm saying? Having to sell drugs at 11, 12 because your mama won't buy you no clothes or no shoes and you ain't got no money and your daddy ain't buying you nothing. You know what I mean? And ain't nobody providing for you. So you look up to the gangsters or the drug dealers on the block and you get cocaine to sell it. I don't think that's cool. I don't think kids should have to, like, you know, when I was young, I used to sell dope, carry guns, do all of that shit. Like, I was convicted of murder. I pled guilty to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? You don't want to go to jail for that. You don't want to be sitting there because it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, when you go to jail, people are going to test you. So now you got to show them that you ain't no punk
You're
or no
with it,
pushover. I got into my fights. I got into my battles. I won. Majority of them. I lost a few. It's life. You win some, you lose some. But I would never, ever tell a kid, or I would tell them to go to school, better themselves. Because if you really do what I'm doing or did what I used to do, this is going to be the outcome. And a lot of guys say, oh, they need this because they want to be popping or this and that. But the fact and the actual reality is that the only way that you're going to go to where you want to go in this life, business, whatever you want to call it, is if you focus on yourself and God, you know, and you do what God wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't do what people think is popping for clout. Don't do what people think is what everybody else should be doing. Like, just, you know what I mean, go to school. If you want to be in the streets, be in the streets. But definitely, I wouldn't advise anybody to walk the road that I walked, because if you really walk the road that I walked and you live this life, you're gonna do time. You're gonna do time. You're gonna do time. You're gonna do time. You're gonna do a long time. And after you do a long time, when you come out, you're going to have to carry a gun. You're going to have to do all types of things to survive. So you're better off just not getting yourself involved in anything and just going to school. If not going to school, play basketball. Try to find an ulterior motive to something. Try to find something that's going to interest you other than the streets.
Okay. And okay, so talk to me a little bit about, like, give me some of the differences between, like, before you got locked up for those plus years and now. Like, what's your mind? Like, let's say if you're outside on the road just chilling or something, what's some things that say, okay, I'm not like that anymore? What's some things that you do that's like, this is a different man who's focused on, you know?
Well, like, one thing that I don't do anymore is that I don't hang out in Jane and Finch anymore. And the reason why I don't hang there anymore is because there's something called the red zone, the green zone, and the yellow zone. Like a stoplight, right? The green zone is when everything is going fine. Like, if I'm from Jane and Finch and I go to, say, for instance, let's say Europe, that's the green zone. I don't got to worry about looking over my shoulder, about someone that I had an old beef with coming to do anything or shooting me, or I have to shoot somebody because I'm in my old neighborhood, right? So when you go to Europe and you move there, you don't know anybody. You're a total new man. That's the green zone. Everything is going green, right? Everything's smooth. The yellow zone is in between red. The red is the danger zone. right? Like a stoplight. You have green, red, and yellow. Yellow's in between. You're in between green, which is everything's going good, and red, where you're in the danger zone, where everything is not looking good. So you're in the yellow zone. So, for instance, a guy that like may come back to Jane and Finch and visit for a day or two, you put yourself in the yellow zone. You're not there every day, so you're not in the green zone. I mean the red zone, because you're not in danger all the time. But you put yourself in somewhat a danger
Close to
zone
it.
because you put yourself in the yellow zone. And then there's guys that, like me, if I go back to Jane and Finch, I'm going to be putting myself in the red zone because there's a certain dress code, there's a certain way guys of my caliber have to be in that type of situation. If you understand what I'm saying. So instead of me going to Jane and Finch and like the guy that came there has to wear a bulletproof vest, right? Because he might have to look over his shoulder. So Jane and Finch and all these neighborhoods are like the red zone. You know what I'm saying? When you go there, you're going to have to carry a gun. That's the truth. You're going to have to maybe wear a bulletproof vest. That's the truth. So why go somewhere when you know that, okay, I'm going to have to carry a gun. And you know what? I'm not really scared of nobody because I fear no man. So if I see someone that I have a problem with, I'm just going to have to do something. Well, now I'm risking 25 to life because now I see someone that had a problem and spontaneously I act. Right? That's a straight red zone. So in order for me not to put myself in the red zone, I don't go into the red zone. I don't put myself in positions where I got to see someone and pull my pistol out and shoot somebody. Nah, that ain't cool. Right? So don't put yourself in these positions. Stay away from that. And if that means someone says, oh, he's a punk and he ain't gangster because, then so be it. At the end of the day, you're going home to your family and you ain't going into a prison cell at the end of the night and you ain't going into a grave, a casket. So you can say what you want to say. I'm staying in the green zone. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of how do I explain it? A lot of the things, it's basically your mindset. So I had to tell myself that, you know what, I'm not going to put myself back into the red zone. The red zone is where I grew up. So let me not go there. So that was the first step of changing the way I thought, changing my perspective on things, because I could have simply said, forget it. I'm going to go back and I'm going to prove that everybody that I'm the super tough guy. Well, the super tough guy got me over 11 years in prison. I don't think I need to show anybody that I'm tough anymore. I don't think that's something I need to prove. So, you know what I mean? I think it's just your mindset. It's what you tell yourself and how you carry yourself. Because a lot of people, they carry themselves with the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. But were you always able to sort of take your pain, because, you know, you've been through a lot. You're already explaining your story, and it's a bunch of things that I can't even imagine, like, you know. So were you always able to take that and, like, put pen to paper and help you cope with what you're dealing with?
Oh, for sure. I was always gifted with words, writing, whatever that I did. So that was me. Like, I was always gifted with words. I was always able to put the pen to the paper and express myself. So that is my thing. Okay.
And talk to me a little bit about rap beefs, because now a lot of rappers I see, the beefing is mostly through the IG screens. You know, they post stories and this rapper and whatever. And you were also involved in like the little page Jake type of thing.
Oh yeah.
So what's your take on rap beefs?
Honestly, but let me address that little situation, that thing. That wasn't like me and Paige. That wasn't no rap beef. That was just two guys that knew each other that just had a disagreement, and I didn't agree with some things, and I just made a song about it.
You just sit on the track. And
yeah.
Okay. All right.
In actuality, I don't have a problem with Paige, like a real street issue.
Yeah.
In actuality, he's my brother. And brothers have disagreements. We may not talk for a few years and whatever, but I still have love for the guy. I went to middle school with him, right? We used to play football together, right? Like, I like the kid. You know what I mean? But disagreements and whatsoever can kind of make a person say, you know what? I don't want to be around this person. I don't want to interact with them. But it doesn't mean that I still don't have love for you, because you and your brother may have a fight. It doesn't mean you don't love your brother.
True.
You just had a fight and you guys are angry at each other right now. So at that time was 2011. There was no Instagram. There was none of that and stuff like that. Now you got these guys that are actually having real issues with each other, and they're making songs about it. that to me, that's called dry snitching. Like, that's called ratting. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody want to say. If I got a beef with you, I'm not going to say your name. I'm not going to say your phone number. I ain't going to say your door number. I ain't going to say your shoe size. I ain't going to say nothing about you.
Yeah.
You just keep it off the internet. Like, these guys are writing on internet talking about this and that and that. Like, at the end of the day, that ain't gangster, and I don't care what nobody want to say.
Exactly.
In my era, if you had a problem with someone, you took it to the streets. You guys had it out on the streets. If you guys want to shake hands and say, okay, it's over, it's over. If you guys want to continue to do what you're doing, then continue to do what you're doing. But all of this internet stuff, to me now, is like, to me, it's just a bunch of kids that want to get a name for themselves, and you're looking for attention.
Not actually about it, doing anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not. All right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say they ain't about it, because I can't say what another man is. Only God knows what another man is.
True.
But what I would say is, it's not very intelligent if you really have a problem with someone in the streets and you guys really want to kill each other, to be writing it on social media, because to me, you're only looking for attention. Right?
All right. And what's some advice you have for any upcoming artists in the city who might have been dealing with not exactly the same type of thing, but little sort of similar stories that you would have? What's some advice you'd have for them about making it in this,
like similar
now,
stories, like I'm growing up in the streets and
and just dealing with being arrested and all that?
Honestly, I would just tell them, to be honest with you, I would tell them, like, stay focused. You know what I mean? Stay out of the bullshit. Stay out of the politics. You know what I mean? If you really have a beef with somebody, don't make a song about it. Don't say their name. If you want to do some slick shit and do some sneak dissing, some subliminal messages, cool. But I would not advise anybody to do anything that could potentially bring harm to them, their friends, their family, their neighborhood, or anything. I'll just tell them to, stay away from any negative energy, because negative energy only brings back negative. Even if someone brings you negative energy and you give them positive, it's going to make them think, like, I don't like this guy, but he keeps killing me with kindness. You don't have to like me, but you're going to respect me. And that's just it. That's just only advice for. I ain't telling nobody to be a punk. I ain't telling nobody to get their chain snatched or get killed or don't defend themselves. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying don't go looking for unnecessary issues that can be avoided just by you not saying anything.
All right. Okay. Now, present day, Papa Corleone. Tell me about, like, what's going on music-wise, because I see you have the video for Cold Hearts, like the Untouchable video. And one thing I like about your videos, it's like a lot of visual imagery. Like, it's not just you post up, like, in one of your videos, I think you're in a church, like in the room. It's like different aspects of your videos are different. I like that. So what's going on with you and your music presently?
Presently, like, I'm doing the Memory Lane Vol.2, right? It's almost done. Life in the Fast Lane Vol.2. It's gonna be classic. That's almost ready. More videos, more videos. I'm working on some new videos right now. And, like, like I said, with the creative stuff, I try to be creative. I try to bring something that hasn't been done before. You know what I mean? Like you said with the video in the church, like, I've never seen a Toronto artist do something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Toronto artist kind of implicate the storylines as much as I do. Just with painting the pictures with words and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I try to kind of give them something that is unique and different that hasn't been seen before. And I'm going to continue to try to give people stuff they haven't seen before, whether it's through visual, through music, and continue to try to connect with the people that actually love and appreciate my music,
Okay. And talk to me about, like, any rap blogs that you specifically enjoy, like, that you put your music to. Is anybody, like, showing you love still? Like, who's out there putting your music?
Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. Forget all those rap blogs.
Okay.
Be honest with you, because they're all biased. And I mean, they like to play the music that is, to me, that, like I said, they would rather play, like, I'll give you an example. Like, if an artist comes up with a diss song in Toronto, right? they would be the first blog to put that diss song on their blog. Oh, look at this new diss song, blah, blah, blah. But you don't realize when you put that diss song on your blog, you are creating a pathway for more violence, because now you just gave that person the clout they were looking for. I wanted to be on this blog site. So now you put me on this blog site. Now the person that I made this in the song now, he's heated. His friends are heated. What do you think's going to happen? You just made a diss record to me, calling me a bitch, I'm a pussy, you're going to kill me when you see me. And the biggest blog, 6Buzz or whichever one of these clowns or whatever, Canada Hip Hop TV, all of these clown websites are going to post that shit, knowing damn well when they post it that someone might get killed. And when the person gets killed, all you can say is RIP, stop the violence. Nah, don't post that shit. Stop posting diss records. Stop posting songs where people are going to other people's neighborhoods and doing this and making videos and all that. Stop posting that shit. Because when people get their head blown off, stop saying stop the violence.
True.
Don't post that shit. Now my song comes out, y'all don't want to post it. Because why? I'm not talking about I'm smoking on dead people, or I'm not talking about killing nobody or killing my ops or whatever the fuck. I don't even call it ops or whatever the hell you want to call it. That's a Chicago word. I'm not from Chicago. I'm from Toronto. So I don't use the word ops. I don't use none of that Chicago slang. All these kids that are like lost using the Chicago slang, that's why Toronto's like this. And all these websites and these blog sites that are posting this music, y'all are to blame as well, because these guys can make a diss song. Y'all don't have to post it.
True.
Don't repost it. Don't give it any love. But y'all like the bullshit. You like it. So when guys get their head blown off, stop crying. That's just the fact of the matter. So personally, fuck all those blog sites. Sorry for swearing, but that's just what it is.
Yeah. All right. So can anybody expect like any difference in Papa Corleone the mixtape, or like any features? Like what can you tell us about it?
Yeah. Like I said, I got the Memory Lane Vol.2, Life in the Fast Lane coming out. It's gonna be big. You know what I mean? It's gonna be out in the next 2-3 weeks tops. You know, it's gonna be out for all the major music platforms. We got more videos. I got a video coming just now with my little homie Ness. Ness got him. Cards given. Yeah. So I got something with him. It's a hot record right there, and got another record with me and my man Corey Fila. You know what I mean? Shout out to him too. We got another song called Specs Forever. Rest in peace to my homie Specs. He just passed away, so we made a song in tribute for him. He was a major part of our label, Young Executives. You know, he was a major part of the Backwoods mixtape back in 2003. You know what I mean? So we got that coming, and whatever other music that I'm doing, and you know what I mean. We're just focusing. We're in album mode right now, so we got the album coming. And I guarantee you, if you love music and you love hip-hop, you're going to love this. It's going to be one of the greatest albums to ever come out in music history. Whether I sell 1 million records or I sell 1,000 or I sell none, it don't matter. It's all about, because when you die, no one doesn't remember you having 20 million views or 30 million views or 30 million album sales. People don't care about that. They care about what your message was. You know what I'm saying? Because after you die, no one ain't going to care about anything about what you had to say. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in it for anything else but when I die, that I can reach people and I can save some lives, or I can help some kids say, you know what, I don't want to do that because he did it, and I'm a do this. So you know what I mean? A lot of people, like I have a saying, with expectations come letdowns, right? So if you come into the rap game expecting shit and you don't get it, you're gonna be let down. So just do it for the love. Do it because you love making music, and if it works and you get a bonus and you get a deal or you get some money out of it, all the better. God bless you. But if you come in with the intentions, I want this and I want that, and you don't get it, you're going to be horribly let down.
All right. And I think when young guys watch this and they're going to go search you now, one thing they realize is you're not too big on social media. You're not going to see a bunch of stories of you talking, you know? Actually, you look on your Instagram and this, what's one thing you tell them, like, hey, where's this guy on the social media?
Like I said, I think social media ruined the music.
Okay.
It ruined the art form, right? Because you can have a guy that's a nobody that can just post up on Instagram or post up on YouTube and get 1 million views. But back when I was out, 2010, 2011, it had to be word of mouth. Someone had to come to you and say, yo, did you hear that new song? Oh, did you hear that? Oh, shit, now let me go check it out. You can't just go on your timeline and see it. Someone had to come to you and say, yo, did you hear that new song? Yo, they had to bring you the actual hard copy mixtape. Now, it's like, let me just put it on my iPhone and keep it moving. Nah, I buy CDs. I go to the store and I buy CDs. I have music on my phone, but I do not download music. I don't download anybody's music for free. If I want your music, I'm paying for it. I don't care. If it's 99 cents and I like your song, I'm going to buy it. Because now people just want to download music, download, but no one doesn't buy music anymore. So it's just like, now it's just, I think the music is just gone, it's gone to the dogs. Everything's gone to the dogs. Social media ruined everything, you know what I mean? And it's giving guys platforms that wouldn't have a platform if it wasn't for Instagram or a Twitter or a Snapchat or whatever the hell it was. Back then, you had to be a somebody for someone to even want to pay attention to you. Yeah. You had to be a somebody. You had to be from a neighborhood. You had to be someone of prominence, whether you came from Regent Park, Jane and Finch, Rexdale, wherever you came from. You had to be a somebody. And then they said, okay, where is he from? Oh, he from Jane and Finch. Oh, he from Regent Park. Okay, now he's from somewhere. Okay, we getting somewhere. Okay, he's from Regent Park. What else about him? Oh, yeah, he's real. Okay, what else about him? This and that. Okay, I want to listen to him now. Let me give him the time of day now.
Yeah.
Now it ain't like that. You go on your timeline, you see a guy doing the stanky leg or the kiki, do you love me? And it's a bunch of bullshit now.
Straight like that.
I ain't feeling it.
Okay, I only put it out there because, you know, the younger guys, they're going to go and click in. It's like, so now you got your answer. All right, so any last words you guys have for this interview?
Like I said, man, shout out to you, you know what I mean, for reaching out. I appreciate that. You know, that's real because I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of these other blog sites, these dudes, they feel like they're somebodies, you know what I mean? And they feel like the artist got to reach out, you know what I mean? And I respect you for reaching out because I'm the type of cat, like, I'm not gonna be like these other artists that's gonna send all my music and all my stuff to these guys begging to. I don't need you. Who are you? I don't need no validation from nobody. I don't need no validation from no Six Buzz. I don't need no validation from nobody, from no blog sites. I don't give a damn. I don't need to be validated. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, a lot of cats, they want to be validated. You know what I'm saying? They need to be accepted. I don't want to be accepted by, if you like my music, you like my music. If you love it, you like it. If you hate it, you hate it. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to get money. You know what I mean? I'm still going to be worth almost $200,000 with or without a record deal. And that's without a record deal. So I don't really care. I don't need to be on nobody's blog sites. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because I'm still going to be who I am at the end of the day. I'm still gonna be Papa Corleone with or without social media. I could delete my Instagram tomorrow and I'm still gonna be a somebody. A lot of people delete their Instagram tomorrow. Ask them if they're gonna be known.
Straight like that.
Ask them if anybody's gonna care about them. Ask them if anybody's gonna want to know anything about them. You delete that, your whole life is gone.
Straight. All right. Okay.
Facts.
We're gonna wrap it up right there. Thank you, yo.
And yo, look out for the album Memory Lane.
For sure. Volume
Memory
2.
Lane Vol.2, Life in the Fast Lane, coming out
Definitely
soon. It's gonna be hot. Like I said, look out for it. Go check out all the new videos. Papa Corleone, Instagram, Twitter, the whole works. Like I said, Southside, Jane and Finch. You know what I mean? Bottom Lane, Seaside, 40 Turf.
Okay.
You know how we
Let
do.
me just say one thing.
Yeah.
When you listen to this interview, listen to what he says.
Straight.
You have to listen to it like 2-3 times to actually absorb the knowledge. That's all I have to say.
Okay, and I want to thank you guys for coming because, yo, your name holds weight. You could have went anywhere. You could have said, nah, I'm not even trying, but who are you? You could, you know what I mean?
You know
And
what?
you came.
But in actuality, I gotta thank you. They get this too, man. Get this. In actuality, real talk, I gotta thank you because you were the actual first one that reached out genuinely with a genuine heart, and that's a big. You know what I'm saying? That shows a lot about your character. You know what I mean? A lot of these other guys, they want you to reach out to them like they want you to stroke them off or something. And I ain't doing that. I ain't gay. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can keep your interviews. You know what I'm saying? When I blow up and I'm rich, you're going to want to interview me, and I'm going to tell you, yo, I don't even know you. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But respect for reaching out at the end of the day because that was genuine, and I showed up because I felt it. I felt the genuineness. And like my homie said that he, you know what I mean, his nephew reached out and made it happen, and you reached out, and like I said, I respect that, I appreciate that, because like I said, ain't no other person reach out to me like that and make me feel like I actually want to do an interview, and I'm not gonna beg nobody to be on their interview, whatever the hell it may be, because at the end of the day, you should want to interview me. Like, who are you? Like, that's how I look at it.
Okay.
Who are you? Like, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody that does interviews or nothing. Like, you know what I mean? But you should want to know who Papa Corleone is. Do your research.
For sure, I did. All right, yo. Thank you, Papa Corleone, 43rd man came through with the Bel Air gold and dripping in the ice. So it's been good, Ian, for me. It's been good, yo. All right, yo. Remember the Fast Lane, Memory Lane, Fast and Volume 2. Go peep that.
Yeah, it's coming out soon. When it comes out, it's going to be on all the streaming platforms, you know what I'm saying? Apple, Spotify, anywhere that you can find it, it's going to be there. And I guarantee you, it will be worth your money. 99 cents a song. You won't be wasting your money. And I guarantee you, it will be worth it.
All right. You heard it there. Go buy it when it's out. We out.
Yep.
Deuce.
I pray for better days when I was stuck in prison. This for the homies we lost, you know I miss them.